In terms of the Twitter thing, I've met people in real life right now that are saying like, oh, I guess Twitter's going under. And then you've sort of been tweeting about it saying like, must be the dumbest person alive.
Maybe the dumbest take that I've seen. Like people are still doing it.
And there's no evidence of it, right?
There hasn't been like, it's not like there's a website called Down Detector that tells you like when sites are having problems and where people are reporting problems. Like you can go and there's like a graph and you can see like if there's outages. There's no issues.
Yeah, where did that even come from?
Like there's not like, oh, I haven't been able to tweet today.
Everyone was posting like, oh, I guess Twitter's gonna be done tomorrow. And you're like, based on what? Like there was no evidence of it.
Well, based on the fact that they go, well, they had 7,500 employees. And then now they have like 1,200. So they go, well, just, I don't know. That just logically must mean that it's not going to work anymore.
All dudes now.
Yeah, it's all dudes. And you're also like, yeah, it's just like they need more servers. I don't know. Do you need more people for that? Like Tesla only has 150 engineers for all of Tesla.
Oh, that's what the point you made.
Yeah, that's Elon Musk's point. Is he goes like, we have 150 engineers for Tesla. Why do we need 2,500 engineers?
No. You said to me is when. Because they're, he's trimming the herd like crazy, and he's posting all the photos just hanging out with all the dogs.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's just like him and like a bunch of like, coding dudes, like a lot of Indian dudes.
Well, it's all the
like
chicks
that.
left.
It's
all the administrators left, and all the fucking engineers stayed.
He also said like, hey, just so you know, if you stay, this is going to be like nose to the grindstone, and all the people that had like a cushy Silicon Valley job were like, yeah, no.
Yeah.
But
which is crazy. Well, they were probably not even doing much. Like I'm sure a lot of those people are like, look, I could quit now or get fired later, but it's happening.
I don't do much.
Because I don't do much.
I've been silent.
Did you see his video yesterday where he goes, we found a hidden secret stash of T-shirts or whatever, and it was like hashtag go woke or stay woke, hashtag stay woke. And he's like, they were literally hidden.
I did see that. No, the point you made was when who really hopes Twitter doesn't work is the extra 40% of employees at every other Silicon Valley company.
Like all the Facebook employees and like Google and Pinterest and Snapchat, they're hoping that shit is crashing left and right.
If you're like community safety person number 185 at Pinterest right now, and your stock starts going down a little bit, you're hoping to God that Twitter.
Those are all public companies too, right? Those like the public companies are the ones where there's going to be real pressure to like fire people.
Because all the board owners are going to be like, why aren't we doing this?
Yeah, like if they don't need it, why do we need it? And like, why are we losing money and all this stuff? Let's just fire a bunch of people. And they're like, yeah.
Yeah, they're coming in and scalping the company. But
and again, not one shred of evidence that there's been a single issue.
Well, there's probably been like issues, but they weren't like fatal. They were just, we're trying new things and not working good probably.
Yeah, but I'm saying nothing where you can't log into Twitter. Right, like nothing where it's like there's no.
Is that where the CBS thing came from? Because CBS basically posted and they go, in light of the uncertainty around Twitter, out of abundance of caution, we're pausing our activity on the site, and that's what they posted, right? And then, which is like the best.
I can't even understand that. I looked at it and I go, abundance of caution for I guess when Trump came back.
They said we're going to be monitoring the platform.
I mean, a lot's happened since our last episode. Donald Trump is technically reinstated on Twitter,
right?
Now, and everybody else. Elon said today, he goes, should we do he did another poll right now saying, should we do a mass amnesty of everybody? Like Sneako's back.
Is he actually back?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah. I wonder how they find out too. Like, do they message you, email you saying like, hey, you've been
I don't know.
reinstated?
Maybe you just go check it out.
Yeah. I don't know. But so he was like, should we just do a mass amnesty and just like start from now kind of thing?
Okay. I didn't notice that. But if you're news, if you're like a news station, what are they saying the safety concern is going to be for them? Like they might get trolled? Because they're like,
is that a safety concern if you're the news getting trolled?
But what is even the logic? Are they saying like, hey, we work here, we have some people working on our Twitter, and it's like you're unleashing out of the pits of hell all these people that are going to potentially write bad things under our things, which our employees might end up in the insane asylum.
I don't know. I've heard a lot of different ideas on that. Is like because they had like CS News has like 9 million followers nearly. And gets less engagement on a
all those
than we do.
Bad. Yeah,
like way places. Less, right? So I think they're just become pretty irrelevant.
They thought this might be like a hot fucking move.
I get. Well, maybe they're trying to get ahead. Maybe they're like, you know what, we're just gonna save some face and say we're leaving, but they came back, 40 hours
Everyone's
later.
coming back. But do you think it was like at the
got
offices?
dunked on insanely too.
Everyone in the office like running around. They go, Trump's coming back. It's everyone's just running around like bumping into each other and like stuff like that, falling down. and then eventually someone's like, we have to do something. And then the one guy just takes the phone with the Twitter on, just throws it at the wall.
But I'm like, what? I don't get it. Like maybe they thought it was a good stunt to pull. Will be, but like people just think it's pathetic.
Imagine being the dork that is quote unquote monitoring the platform to make sure it's safe. Like, just to make sure the water's safe for
like,
CBS.
He's like, let me just log in here. Oh God. Oh, what's going on here? And then he's like reporting back to some like, I'm sure there's like, the bureaucracy where like they're like report to someone and be like, so I think it's safe. Go, okay, good. Let me go
Try
tell my
writing a
higher
letter.
up. And then they go tell their higher up and they're just going all the way up the chain, just telling everybody. So it seems like Twitter is safe. What should we do here? Should we start tweeting again? I'm like, yeah, what?
Yeah, I think the guy's like, did we stop tweeting? And you go, did we stop tweeting? Have you not seen what's happening? Look at my head. His hair's gray now. The guy's 26.
Elon's, I mean, it wasn't like I don't want to be overly dramatic and say like Elon's putting like the nail in the coffin of all these like big like media things in terms of their like true relevancy, but
Not helping.
they're not helping themselves in terms of being taken seriously. Like they're just, I mean, they're now downstream from essentially that. Antonio Garcia guy said it well, but he's like, they thought they were upstream. They're like, they thought they make the news and dictate what everybody's talking about. And
The ones that actually, the few of them that actually do like have, journalists in the field, like,
sure.
like, no one on Twitter is still like in the trenches of war. Or
No,
whatever,
no.
but
Obviously, if
there
you're
are still some real
installed in
journalists.
Washington D.C., but like at the end of the day, most news stories at this point
Come from TikTok.
Yeah, but also it's like something happens. Say like something happens in some city or whatever. Someone who's there takes a video of it, posts it on Twitter. Then there's like all the comments are
people.
like, "Hey, I'm from ABC News. Can we use this?"
Yeah.
Right. And then, so it's like, that's like the funnel is like the person posts it and then it's working its way to the media. Whereas now you're like, well, I just saw that guy's tweet
10 minutes ago. You're
I
still
saw that
trying
guy's
to get
tweet
the video
yesterday. Yeah.
to play on TV.
Like tomorrow or something. And you're
Know
like,
what
I
it
already
is?
saw it.
It's, I guess that there's two different types of news. There's news that happens for the world, then there's news that happens for anyone over like 60.
Yeah.
So it's like there's still the main source of news for, it's almost like the funnel, it gets to the news and then it gets to, people that just watch TV and don't have a phone.
Of course. I mean, not everybody's on Twitter.
Still has a landline.
I understand that. Like, not everybody's on Twitter, but on Twitter, these news outlets are not relevant.
Yeah.
In the world, they are, I'm sure. But